Have you all received it in your Google Classroom? Study material for Prose 1 after 20 years. It has been posted in Google Classroom. Very good, Alan. Very good. Very good. Children, I told you to study the glossary part from after 20 years. Okay. Before discussing the study material, Darshini, it was posted yesterday itself. Darshini, just go and check it out. Yes, please download it. And children, yes, before going in detail into study material, let me give you some ground rules about how to present your answers. Okay, so that is something important. Children, if my voice breaks, please let me know. Okay. The presentation of answers, right? That's something important, especially in language. Okay. Just remember, if it is like science and social and mathematics, if a question is asked, if you write answer to this directly, then the answer is given much importance. Okay, so you will be given marks based on that. Even in science and social, if you write factual answers, if you write like write answers like bulletin points, write answers like points, you will be given full marks. That is not at all a problem. But in English, it is not so. Okay, so more than answer. Okay, example, at what time does the story start? Okay, so the answer is around 10 p.m. or 9:57 p.m. Okay, so the answer to that particular question is 9:57 p.m. or 10 p.m. But if you write that answer, if you write that word alone, then it will not be considered answer at all. Okay, yes, I gave you the homework. Yes, I'll ask for it. Okay, so listen, English, no, more than answers, the way you present it is much important. You have to write in full sentence. Okay, the story begins approximately around 10 p.m. Okay, whatever tense is used in the question, that should be okay. So the tense which is used in the question, that should be retained in the answer as well. If the tense is in present tense in question, then we have to follow present tense in answer. If the tense, if it is past tense in question, then we have to follow past tense. Okay, but whatever it is, if it is short answer, you have to write answers in full sentence. Okay, I do not know anything about grade 6. Okay, so your answer presentation, but listen, from this year onwards, okay, when you move on to grade 8, grade 9, grade 10, so we are going to follow the board examination pattern. We are just going to train you to write answers for grade to train you for appearing for board examination right from grade 8 itself, grade 7 itself. Okay, so keep all these points in your mind whenever you write short answers. Okay, whenever you write short answers, remember that you are supposed to write in full sentence. That is most important. Is that part clear? Is that point clear? Whenever you write answers for short answers, you should write in full sentence. You, of course, during the discussion, during online classes, during the discussion, you can give me answer like 9:57 p.m. because in chat column, if you type entire sentence, it will take much of my time, your time, and it will be like waste of time. Okay, so no issues if we discuss keywords in chat column in online discussions, but while writing answers in answer script, remember, you will be writing cycle test, you will be writing term examination, midterm and everything, no? So in those times, okay, you will be asked to write your answers in answer script, and you have to upload it in Google form. Okay, let me tell you the format and everything. Have you been practiced that way in grade 6, da? Is it like you are answering in Google form or writing in scripts and uploading it in Google form? So second method, right? Writing and uploading. Yes. Okay. So then that's fine. That's fine. Okay. So please learn that short answers question carry 2 marks. No. So you have to write write answers in full sentence, and most importantly, check the tense in the question. The same tense had to be retained, because even in this first lesson after 20 years, look at the first question. it was at what time does the story begin. Does means present tense. Okay, so in answer we have to write like the story begins approximately around 10 p.m. Okay, so begins present tense. We have to retain present tense in answer if the question carries present tense. And in the same category, we come across another question which carry past tense, like where were Jimmy and Bob raised? Where were Jimmy and Bob raised? Okay, so the tense used is past tense, right? The tense employed is past tense. So we have to use past tense for answer. Jimmy and Bob were raised in New York. It is wrong to write if you write answer like this. We can't hear you. Is there any problem with my voice, children? One of you had told me that. Yes. Please, Nesha, check your audio, Nesha. Check the device. Check it properly. Da?
Okay, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So, children, if there is any problem with my audio or video, please let me know immediately.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am. No problems, ma'am.
Yes. Thank you. Da. Okay, enough. Yes. Thank you, children. Thank you. Okay, listen. Descriptive. Okay, so only like first term it is objective, second and third term descriptive. Very good, children. Okay. So as I was telling you, where were Bob and Jimmy and Bob raised? Where they were raised? Jimmy and Bob were raised in New York. Okay, so you have to use past tense, were raised. Okay, if you use present tense like are raised in New York, then of course your answer is right. New York, the part New York is right, but the sentence, okay, the grammatical structure is wrong. The tense usage is wrong. So you will not be given full marks. That is something important I wanted to say. Okay, so this is something to do with short answers. So short answers, what are we going to do? We are going to write answers in full sentence, and we are going to concentrate on the tense forms from the question and answer. Okay, so we are going to concentrate on that part. Okay, and 5-mark question. That is a paragraph. No. Now, can you please tell me what are the rules to be followed to write 5-mark questions like paragraph answers? What are the rules you know to write the paragraph answers? Anything you know? Title. Very good, Bhavitraj. We have to read the paragraph. Okay. Any rules you know? Like, you can't write answers just like that. Okay, in board examination, I told you, no, there should be some format for each and every answer, especially in English. Presentation carries marks. Okay, let me tell you very clearly, children. Let me tell you very frankly. Paragraph answers, no, it carries 5 marks. It carries 5 marks. Yes, Saira, very good. But most often the evaluators will tend to give you only 4 marks. Only your paragraph answer is exceptionally well, you will be given 5 marks. Okay, since we are aiming at scoring centum in English, scoring centum is not at all what to say difficult in English. Okay, you can do that very easily. But what happened, you have to follow certain rules. Okay, you have to follow certain format for writing answers. If you follow such format, the evaluators will easily give you 5 marks. In that way, you can score centum in English. Is that clear? Okay, let me tell you what are the rules to be followed for paragraph, writing answers for paragraph. Shall I share the study material so that we can discuss that? Shall I share it now? Children, please check whether the study material is visible or not. Is it visible on the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
அந்த எங்க ஸ்கூல்ல இந்த மாதிரி ப்ளூ கலர்ல பின் பண்ணி வைப்பாங்கல.
Listen, don't unmute your mic.
அப்பதானா அங்க எத்தனை கேஸ் ஒரு நாளைக்கு இந்த மாதிரி பின் பண்ணி வைப்பாங்க.
Devaguru, you have to mute your mic.
கோட்ல தானே ரொம்ப இருக்கும். அம்மா
Excuse me. Excuse me, ma'am. You can unmute, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Hi. Now, okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Children, listen. Yes. So there's a lot of commotion now. Yes, Devaguru, please settle down in a place where you do not have much disturbances. Children, please settle down in a place where there is a silent background. Only then you can listen to the class properly, right? If there is lot of noises, if there is lot of disturbances, then definitely you will be distracted, highly distracted. Even if you miss one point, definitely it will be like a loss for you, right? So I don't want that to happen. Children, please settle down in a place where there is no disturbances at all. Okay, so make sure because ma'am has insisted us in like in forthcoming days. We do not know whether it is from month of July or next week onwards. We do not know. You will be asked to turn on your video and settle down for online classes. Okay, so if that is the case, then you have to highly concentrate on your background and everything. You have to settle down in a a quiet, a silent background. Okay, so children, listen. I hope you are able to see my screen. So it is after 20 years glossary part. Okay, so apart from the words that you find in the book, I have given you 10 more words with synonyms and antonyms. Okay, so we will discuss it in detail because we are halfway through the discussion of paragraph, right? Okay, let me give you the gist of the short answers. Look at short answers. What time does the story begin? The story begins approximately around 10 o'clock at night. Okay, I have highlighted few words in the question, in the answer. Why? Why did I highlight few words in the question, in the answer? In the answers, in almost in all the 7 answers, I have highlighted few words. Why is that? Why did I highlight all such words? Like in first question, it is around 10 o'clock at night, in the doorway of a darkened hardware stores. Very good. It is nothing to do with grammar. It is nothing to do with tenses. Very good. And if you had pointed it out, children, it is like these are the keywords. These are the, it's not like simple answers. These are keywords. Okay. Though I have shared study material with you, I would insist all of you to write your own answers. Okay, so don't mug up things. Don't mug up things. I sent it in Google Classroom already, Darshini. Okay, so this material is available in Google Classroom. Go and check it out. Okay, so these are keywords. Okay, if you construct your own sentence for answers, you should include only these words. Very importantly, it is not that you have to memorize all the words that I have used. Okay, so these are my answers. It is not I mean, it's not that you have to mug up and memorize and you have to write the same answers in examination. No, you can be very creative, you can write your own answers, but while writing your own answers, these keywords should not be missed out, should not be left out. That is why I have highlighted it. Is that clear? So around 10 o'clock at night is the keyword. So you can construct the sentence in your own way, but you should not leave all these highlighted words. That's important. Okay, so that is short answers. Okay, consider this one. Yes, paragraph, answer in paragraph. I told you, no, you have to present your answers in certain format. Okay, so the first format is this introduction tabulation. Okay, so this introduction tabulation, what does it carry? The tabulation, that table contains 3 important things: title, author, theme. Okay, what are they? Title, author, theme. If it is a poem, do we write the word author? Title, author, theme. Title and theme is fixed one. But if it is a prose, that is why I use the word author. If it is a poem, what word should I use? What word should I use? Very good, Bhavadarini. Very good. It is poet. Okay. So yes, very good, children. So title and theme is common for all the lessons. Title will remain same. The word theme will remain same. They are constant. But author or poet, you have to write what is very consciously. Okay. And you know, this is prose. That is why we write that word author, and the author's name is O. Henry. After 20 years. Theme. Theme is law is common to all. Just because Bob is Jimmy's friend, Jimmy did not make him escape, right? So he stick on to the theme. Law is common to all. If you think some other theme is very much suitable, you can even go for it. It is not that I told you very clearly. This study material is going to be like your reference material. Okay, it is not that you have to follow each and every word that I had given you. Okay, if you are very creative in writing a theme for this lesson, you will be very much appreciated. I will be very much glad, okay, to come across the theme which should definitely be appropriate to the lesson. You can't write whatever comes to your mind. Okay, so it should be relevant to the lesson. You can write it on your own, but you should avoid grammatical mistakes. That's most important. Practice. Okay, practice before writing the answer in the answer scripts. Okay, listen, so the first important thing is this tabulation, this introduction tabulation. So you have to write the tabulation. Whenever you write 5-mark questions, you have to compulsorily write the tabulation. If you can go and ask your seniors, like those who are in grade 10 now, grade 11, grade 12, or even in grade 9, what are the formats for writing paragraph, they will definitely let you know that introduction tabulation is very much important. Okay, whenever there are 5-mark question, they use this tabulation. Is that clear, da? Will there be any problem with this tabulation, introduction tabulation, introduction part? Is it clear? Yes. Okay, then the writing the paragraph goes like this. Okay, instead of writing a full paragraph at a flash, okay, at a stretch, what are we going to do? We are just going to divide the paragraph into 3 parts. Look at this. This is the first part. Okay, so this is the first part, and first part immediately be followed by a quotation from the lesson. A quotation is nothing but the exact words from the lesson. Then it is followed by second part. Then there is quotation. Then the conclusion part. Is that clear, da? Is the format clear, children? I say it again. So the correct way to write the format to write paragraph answer is, okay, even if it is grade 7, grade 8, grade 9, grade 11, grade 12, 10, okay, so from this year onwards, whenever you write 5-mark answers, you have to follow this format. Okay, so what is the format? The paragraph is split into 3 parts. The first part is like introduction. Okay, first part is like introduction. We give the introduction to the story. Then it is followed by a quotation. You can even draw a box and write the quotation within the box. And then comes the second part of the paragraph. Again, there is a quotation. Again, there is a third part. So look at the second paragraph. Introduction tabulation. First part, quotation. Second part, quotation. Okay, second part, quotation, and then third part. Is that clear, da? So this is the format. Is the format clear, pa? Is the format clear, children? Please let me know, is the format clear? Okay, look at the first question. Why do you think Jimmy Wells continued to talk to Silky Bob? Okay, so why do you think Jimmy Wells continued to talk to Silky Bob? Okay, look at the paragraph. Jimmy Wells was on his night rounds on the day in which Bob was waiting for his friend, who is none other than Jimmy. Okay, so it is like introduction to the story. Jimmy Wells was on his night rounds on the day in which Bob was waiting for his friend. Who was that friend? Who is none other than Jimmy. Okay, Jimmy felt very happy when he came to know that it was his Bob who left him 20 years ago. But as soon as he saw Bob's face in the light, he recognized that the face belonged to the most wanted criminal in Chicago. He could not digest the fact that his friend was a criminal. Okay, so this first paragraph is like an introduction. I read it again. Jimmy Wells was on his night rounds on the day in which Bob was waiting for his friend, who is none other than Jimmy. Okay, and even Jimmy felt very happy when he came to know that it was his friend Bob who left him 20 years ago. But as soon as he saw Bob's face in the light, okay. So when did Jimmy see his face, da? When did Jimmy see the face of Bob? Devaguru, stop chatting. Stop chatting, da. Yes. When did Jimmy see the face of Bob? Yes, who is going to give me answer? Yes, very good. So the light refers to not the electric lights from the store. Very good, Bhavadani. When Bob was lighting the cigar, okay, when he struck the matchstick, okay. But as soon as he saw Bob's face in the light, okay, this light refers to not electric lights, okay. So when Bob struck the match, okay, there was a light, no. So as soon as he saw Bob's face in the light, he recognized that the face belonged to the most wanted criminal in Chicago. He could not digest the fact that his friend was criminal. Okay, what happened? Then children listen, ba. This quotation, no, this quotation I have taken from textbook. Okay, so I have taken from textbook. So it doesn't mean that you have to write the same words. Okay, whatever line which is favorite to you, you can write the same line. Okay, so if you like some other lines from the lesson, you can include that lines in this quotation part. Okay, the light showed a pale, square-jawed face with keen eyes and a little white scar near his right eyebrow. Okay, so look at the second part of the paragraph. Though Jimmy Wells was a sincere, cigar means it's like cigarette, it's like cigarette, but cigar is used by people from rural areas. Okay, city people use cigarettes, where a cigar is more like herb. Yes. Though Jimmy Wells was a sincere policeman, he proved himself as a good friend. Even after recognizing Bob as a criminal, he continued talking to him. Okay, even after recognizing Bob as a criminal, he continued talking to him. He wanted to spend time with Bob just to have a satisfaction that at least he spoke to his friend. Just to have a satisfaction that at least he spoke to his friend. Okay, so this was like the continuation. Then there is a quotation from the lesson. Hope your friend comes around all right. Okay, look at the conclusion part. This is the most important part. The third part, the conclusion part. Jimmy Wells questioned his friend in many ways, but he did not tell him that he was Jimmy Wells. It was mainly because he believed that law was common to all and Bob had to be arrested. He did not want to hurt his friend's feeling, and so he sent a plainclothesman to arrest Bob. That is how we give conclusion. Is that clear, da? Any doubts with the passage? Is the passage clear? So we write the introduction, we continued the second part, and the third part is like conclusion to the question. Okay, and I told you, no, these quotation are from textbook. Okay, so these are highlighted from textbook. You can follow the same quotation, or you can write any line which you like. Okay, any line which you like from the lesson, you can quote it. Okay, is that clear, da? Will that be any problem with learning the paragraph? Because today's homework, okay, so this week's homework is going to be this first paragraph. You are going to learn the first paragraph. Okay. Children, you are going to learn the first paragraph now. Clear? Yes. Okay. So second paragraph goes like that. Okay, we will learn the second paragraph on Monday. But look at the glossary part. I just wanted to give you the gist of 10 words. Okay. Barely. Barely. Synonymous is hardly. And the antonym is easily. Barely means hardly. And opposite, no, it is easily. Okay. Impressively. Impressively. Synonym is majestically. Synonym is majestically. Yes, Siddheshwar. That is how we present it. Okay. The paragraph is going to be super easier, but if you write that like quotation wise, then you will definitely be given marks. You yourselves have seen that, right? It is easy while reading, right? So similarly, you are going to learn the paragraph, but when you include quotation, when you include introduction passage and everything, it looks bigger. That is why the evaluators will give you 5 marks fully. That is why I told you, when you include all such details in the paragraph, you will easily get 5 out of 5 in board examination. When you come to grade 10, this is going to be the same format. Okay, even your seniors will write paragraph this way. Okay, your seniors in grade 10, your seniors in grade 12, they will write a paragraph this way. Okay, so if you practice in grade 7 itself, then you won't find any difficulty when you come to grade 10 and 12. Okay, so moving on to the synonyms. Second word is impressively. So synonym is majestically. Antonym is ordinary. Okay, so the policeman was walking impressively, and the opposite is ordinary. Darkened, darkened meaning is synonymous dim, and antonym is bright. And look at the fourth word, spectators. Spectators means audience. What is the opposite? Opposite to the word spectators? Opposite to the word spectators? Spectators means audience. Okay, when the policeman was on rounds, though he was walking very impressively, there was no spectators. There was no audience. Opposite is participants or even players. Okay, spectators, one who audience, and opposite is players or participants. Okay, habitual means daily routine, and antonym is occasional. Occasional means something you do it very rarely. Okay, not on daily basis, very rarely. Pale means light tone, become white. Okay, when you got fear, your face look white in color, no? So that is light toned. Pale is white, light toned. Opposite is blush. Blush, no? Your cheeks will look very red in color, right? So blush is all the blood flow to your face and you look red in color. And opposite is pale. Okay, looking white. Sensible means wise, and the opposite is foolish. Steady means stable. Opposite is tremble. Tremble, what do you mean by tremble? What do you mean by tremble? Steady means stable. Okay. And tremble means opposite is yes. Very good, Pritika. Tremble means shaking. Okay, shaking. And wit. Wit means intelligence. And opposite antonym is stupidity. Submerged is immerse. Submerged is immerse, sink. Okay, meaning is sink, and opposite is float or rise. Okay, so these are synonyms. Okay, what is the homework for today? What is the homework for today? You are going to learn the first paragraph. Already you have learned 4 short answers, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Children, listen. You have learned all these 4 short answers already, and today we are going to learn first paragraph, and Monday we will learn the remaining part from the study material. Is that okay? Is that okay, da? Yes, start writing. Please learn and write in your notebook. Okay, learn and write immediately. That is how you won't forget. Okay, we are running out of time, da. Children, happy weekend. Thank you, all of you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, children. Thank you, sir. We can end the meeting, sir. Thank you, children. Thank you.